What's up? Today is December 20th, and I'm making this video as a message to future me. I've been wanting to make this video for a very long time now, but I've been putting it off because I just felt like I wasn't gonna be able to look back at it and actually smile. And that again is the main reason why I needed to make this video, to speak on my one reason, right? The reason why I'm making this video, I wanted to speak life into myself for a minute. I'm not gonna make this video long. That's not my intent. I just wanted to speak on myself, or speak to myself, speak life into myself for a quick minute, right? So when I look back at this video, I could smile, pretty much, right? We're going into a new year. I'm not trying to make this about a new year, new me type of thing. That's not me. That's not who I am. I just live life accordingly. Whatever life throws at me, that's what I take, right? But we're going into a new year, and I am realizing that I'm entering into this new year with a clean slate, right? And when I say a clean slate is an opportunity to start fresh and get it right. A quick backstory. Let me take this hat off for a little bit. I wasn't planning on taking this hat off because my hair is a mess, but whatever, because I'm getting a little hot. Right? Of course, it's the winter. It's cold, so the heat is on in my car while I sit somewhere in New York and just speak, right? I realized over the years, like, I've endured so much, especially back in 2024 and now in 2020, at the beginning of 2025. Life was lifing, bro. Life was lifing. But I was managing, I was trying to manage, I would say. I was trying to get it right. And I remember I started 2025 with so much on my shoulders. And God, having faith, having hope, I won't go into that, but it's essential for you to have faith and hope in the possibilities of God really coming through for you, And I remember I started 2025 with so much on my shoulder, and I had so much going on, and God was telling me to do this one thing, right? He was telling me to do this one thing. I won't dive into this one thing, but he was telling me to do one thing, and I refused. I told myself, I said to God, I said, I can do this. I can really try to get it right. I can work myself into getting it done right. And I could get to a point where I could say, finally, I went through it. It's over. We're done. We're moving forward, right? But God kept telling me to do this one thing. And I said to myself, God, I don't want to do that. That's a shortcut. I know I can do this. I am strong enough to get this done right. Just give me time. Let me just get it right. But the more time progressed, the worse the situation, right? Even though I tried so hard, God said, do what I'm telling you to do. And I refused. And it got to a point where something happened. Something real bad happened. And I was left in a position, I was like, you know what, God, I ain't even gonna stress about it. I'm gonna put this in your hand. It is what it is. I'm not even gonna cry. I'm not gonna get upset. I'm just gonna let it rock. It is what it is. And God said to me, remember what I told you to do? What I've been telling you to do for so long, and you refuse to do it? Do it. And I didn't give a rebuttal. I didn't say, you know what, damn, like, I don't want to do this. I was like, you know what, I sat on it for a couple weeks, almost a month. And I said, you know what, I'm gonna do it. God, he put me in this position where I had no other option but to do what he told me to do. No other option. And I was like, you know what, I don't got no choice. I'm gonna do it. All right. And I did it. And I can safely say I should have listened to God from the get-go, because ever since I did what God told me to do, life has been better. Life has been better than what it was. Amazing. And God has given me a clean slate and a fresh start eventually. And I was like, I should have did this from the moment God gave me the vision to do it. I would have been entering into 2026 refreshed and probably accomplished and building more value in myself if I had just listened. But it's okay. It's okay. And this is why I'm making this video, because I realize my biggest obstacle has always been myself. The biggest obstacle has always been me in my life. And pondering on what ifs. Doubting myself. That has been the main reason why I haven't felt accomplished in years. Yes, I might have gained a few things here and there, but I don't feel like I'm in the position where I feel like have gained what I thought I would have gained at this point in my life. I don't feel accomplished. And self-doubt, doubting the possibilities, doubting the range of my abilities has always been my biggest downfall, because I focus on the what ifs too much and doubting that if I do something, it might not go the way I intended it to go, or it might not better my life. And like YouTube, I say to myself every year, yo, you know what? I'm gonna go back to doing YouTube, because I was doing YouTube, I was gaining traction, but I stopped because I was doubting myself. I was doubting that I was entertaining. Well, I wasn't trying to be entertaining. I was trying to be myself, really. And I doubt that there will be someone out there like loving what I do. And it might not be entertaining to me, but it might be entertaining to them because they love seeing me happy. And that's what I didn't realize. I was doubting that I was making someone out there happy to see me, or putting a smile on someone's face, or creating that atmosphere for someone where they feel like they're being heard, or someone out there is going through what they're going through and they're not alone, you know? And I realized that also one of my greatest obstacle is me not being able to focus and lock into one thing at a time. See, I'm the person, I have a lot of abilities. I'm capable of a lot of things. But the thing with me is, because I'm so capable, I focus on all my capabilities at once, right? And I try to do everything at once. And I fail to realize that trying to do everything at once only hampers me. It only keeps me stagnant. Doesn't get me anywhere, right? Because I'm trying to do so much things at once, I'm not progressing in one area. And then after I'm accomplishing that area, then I move on to the next thing. I don't do things gradually. I try to do everything at once, and it creates stagnancy. And that's one thing I've realized this year. And that's one reason why I'm making this video. Because I want to be able to tell myself and look back at this video and say, yo, we did it. We finally faced the problem. We listened to God and we got it right. You're starting off clean. You have the resources, you have the capabilities. Utilize them. Stop telling yourself, well, what if I do this and this doesn't happen? What if I need this to happen and I do this and it doesn't go the way? Bro, stop doing that shit. Realize that self-doubt gets you nowhere. Realize that everybody has to start somewhere. And nobody, absolutely nobody gets it right the first time. Of course, some people are born into certain things, but even those people, they fall short sometimes and they don't get it right, but they eventually probably do. You got to start somewhere. Lock into life. Lock into one thing at a time. That one thing you know can get you where you need to be. And you already know what it is. You just got to focus. And focus on that one thing. That's going to get it right for you. Life has been challenging. And you've been through it. We understand that. But when you look back at this video and you realize in that moment that you were the reason and you could have gotten to that point a long time ago, and that you could have changed so many things in your life by just realizing you were your biggest problem, you were your biggest obstacle, you were the one reason, you're gonna smile and appreciate this video, because this was the moment that you decided that life is gonna change forever. So, for the new year, it's gonna be a new you, of course, we understand it. But also, this is gonna be the year when your life changes because you decided that it was time for your life to change. Don't just make this a video, make this a reality. You have your own world in your hand. And you decide what you do with that world. You gonna fuck it up? Or you gonna make it right? Because life is a lot of possibilities. And you know the possibilities. Because you know your capabilities. You know how passionate you are about certain things. And your biggest goal in life is to help your family. And you can do that by locking in and focusing on that one thing. What I also realized with myself, I tried to focus on building me, that I wouldn't say neglected family, but in a sense I did, because I wanted to better me so I can eventually better them, right? But in bettering me, I wasn't getting anywhere. Like, my life wasn't getting anywhere. And I'm like, yo, what's going on, bro? Like, for real. Like, I'm talking about, yo, I want to put myself in a position where I can provide for family, but I'm not nowhere close to being in that position while I'm neglecting family and not doing much for family. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try doing for family what I'm trying to do for me. Because I don't want my family to feel like I don't care for them and I don't love them. So let me see if I can balance doing for family and balance doing for me. And it's been working out. And I never thought that, yo, it would ever fucking work out, but it is. So I'm telling myself, yo, doing that is only gonna hurt me, but in fact, it's making me better. because I'm realizing I got the potential to balance a lot of things at one time, and it won't hinder me, it won't affect me in what I'm trying to do for myself over here, you know. So it's okay to help without feeling like it's gonna only make you stagnant. It's only gonna leave you in a predicament where you're incapable of doing for you, you know. Life has its own obstacles, it has its own challenges. My life, right? And I know those, and I know that. But like I said, God has put me in a position where it's a clean slate, it's a new beginning, and it's practically a new life. And you have to get it right. No ifs, no buts, no maybes. Get it right. Because now is the time to prove to yourself that you could be what you told yourself you could be. Yo, it's gonna be an amazing year. We're gonna look back at this and smile, because we spoke life into ourselves. Yo, I'm telling you, like I said, I don't want this to be a new year, new me video, but 2026, I know for a fact, it's gonna be the year I turn shit around. And it starts now. It starts now. Yeah, it starts now. I'm gonna see y'all. Y'all gonna see me. We gonna do this. We gonna do this. Peace.